In San Jose tonight, the nation's leading rusher, Boise State's Ashton Jeanty. The nation's leading receiver, Nick Nash of San Jose State. It's a big night in the Mountain West. College football on CBS Sports Network. Presented by Geico. Number 13, Boise State. 6-3, San Jose State. And in the Mountain West, a lot's at stake. Boise State, 13th in the college football playoff rankings. 5-0, Colorado State won last night. And how about San Jose State? 6-3 and 3-2. Hi everybody, I'm Rich Waltz along with Robert Turbin. Amanda Guerra joins us shortly. Nation's leading rusher, nation's leading receiver, under the bright lights here in San Jose. But there's a lot more than that on the line in this game.
Absolutely, Rich. For San Jose State, look, they want to get a win tonight because they still believe that they can be in the Mountain West Championship at the end of the season. So a huge win tonight will lead them to that. And then for Boise State, look, college football playoff on the line. Heisman Trophy candidate on the team. They just want to get a win to keep this train moving, Rich.
Because you're a Super Bowl winning running back, we start with the running back in Boise State, and his game-by-game numbers are impressive. The last four on that list, though, his usage has gone up. Over 30 carries in all four of those games. And obviously, whether you're here live or watching at home, he just jumps off the screen.
Yeah, he really does, Rich. And you talk about his usage rates going up. Well, it's winning time right now. It's his instincts that really stick out to me when you watch him play. On contact, how to contort his body, when to do it, when to throw his stiff arm, when to hurdle a defender. You think those are normal attributes, but they're not. How about being able to run through contact? He leads the nation in yards after contact, so being able to utilize his feet, keep moving, makes him great.
Okay, on to the wide receiver in San Jose State. Look, this guy could win the triple crown of receiving in the NCAA. He's leading in catches, he's leading in yards, he's leading in touchdowns. Not bad for a former quarterback.
Not bad for a former quarterback at all, and it's because he played quarterback that he's able to recognize some of the things that he's able to do great as a wide receiver. Look, he's got good speed. He can break away from guys after getting out of his routes. And how about this, being unguardable, being able to catch the ball anywhere the ball is around him. I mean, that's the thing that makes him great.
This has been terrific to see Ken Niumatalolo, the winningest coach in Navy history, step in here and go 6-3. And of course, Spencer Danielson had to step in near the end of last season. All he's done is gone 11-2, the 5th youngest head coach in FBS.
Kickoff for San Jose State, number 99, Matthias Brown.
You can see game night, Northern California. Boise State leads this series. They've won 15 of 16 games. And away we go, down to a knee, and down to the sidelines. Hello, Amanda Guerra.
Hey there, Rich. I was able to talk to Boise State's running back coach, James Montgomery, before the game about Ashton Jeanty, and I said, okay, be real with me. How much are we still teaching this guy? He said, yes, we are working on the smallest of details, but we are working on those small details every single day. One thing Ashton Jeanty is working on right now is not reading the defenders, but reading the movements of his offensive line in front of him. He wants to know his players so well, from the smallest movement, how he can find that open space.
All right, Amanda. First touch, this is Jeanty, right side. And that's a right side, as Amanda pointed out, where the offensive line had to replace a couple starters. Mason Randolph, Roger Carrion, both out with injuries. All right, into that Boise State lineup. Now, we told you about Jeanty, MADSEN, their quarterback as well. MADSEN coming off probably his worst game, but really, 2 weeks ago, his best game against San Diego State, 307 yards, 4 touchdowns. Against Nevada, just 119 yards, a touchdown and a pick. Gain of 3, 2nd and 7. MADSEN to the air, in trouble, flushed, dropped. Jordan Cobbs.
One of the things you want to look at with this San Jose State defense, the question mark is, are they going to be able to put consistent pressure on this offensive line that's so good for Boise State? Right there, the leader of this defense, Jordan Cobbs, getting started early and getting an early sack.
Loss of 5, 3rd down 12. Opening drive in San Jose for Boise State. Blitz comes. MADSEN's flushed, rolling. Lauder and with one hand, he couldn't hold the throw. He's having a terrific year as Matt Lauder, and it's 3 and out for Boise State.
You recognize early now, defensive coordinator for San Jose State, Derek Odom, wanting to bring extra defenders in their defensive blitz packages to try to make Maddox uncomfortable right now, being successful to start this game.
James Ferguson Reynolds, Aussie Rules football guy, and a strategic punter. He can run, he can kick it, and move it around. Matthew Coleman with a fair catch, and he makes it at the 32. And that's where San Jose State will get their first possession. Ken Niumatalolo's crew with a really nice road win in Corvallis against Oregon State. And their quarterback, Walker Eget, who's not been the starter all year, certainly shined in that game.
Well, he took over the starting lineup, Rich, got his first start against Wyoming a few weeks ago, and they really just love how they're able to open up the playbook just because of how he understands passing concepts with him at quarterback.
And the cover of that playbook says run and shoot with some RPO. This is a fun offense. Craig Stutzman is their new offensive coordinator. What a hit by Chalk. Goodness.
Number 6, Jabari Banks on the carry for the Spartans.
Jabari Banks on the carry.
13 yards.
San Jose State wants to get off to a fast start. Let's look at this hit here. Boom. Could have got a targeting penalty there on offense. Don't see that very often, but a nice run nonetheless.
Eget sets, fires, and it's caught. That's Lockhart. Crossing pattern.
Pass is complete to number 11, Justin Lockhart.
Into Boise State territory to the 35-yard line.
And San Jose State, you recognize they want to move quickly now to the line of scrimmage, try to keep this defense on their heels. Lockhart with a nice catch over the middle.
Eget threw for almost 400 yards against Oregon State. Pulls it, fires it, caught there. That's Nash, his first touch, and he's still going. He's inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line.
So Nash is lined up in the slot, Rich, at the top of the screen. He's one-on-one with Marion McCoy. He's the corner that Boise State likes to line up on their opposite best receiver. He wins that time.
Eget again on the money. That's Jacob Stewart, the tight end, and the ball is stripped, and Boise State has it. And up the sideline, the Broncos with the football. Still on his feet, Amarian McCoy. Goodness, what a turn of events.
Wow.
Amarian McCoy. Let's look at it again.
So there's McCoy, gets his left hand on the ball.
Is he down? Ooh, that's close.
And that is going to be a bang-bang call right there, Rich.
And that certainly will be reviewed. Let's watch to see if it... Ooh, that's really tough.
I think that's out. I think that's out. There's the catch. He's got security.
The cheek is down, and it looks like the ball is out. This is collaborative replay. The replay center is in Pittsburgh. Now, from that angle, the cheek looks like it may be down when it starts to come out. The original call is fumble and recovery, and that holds an enormous amount of weight in this equation.
It really does, because then it has to be conclusive evidence to overturn it. So if they can't, if it's not clear and obvious, then the original call is going to then stand. So here it is. There, he's down. That's a tough one. I think this call is going to stand. Boy, this game didn't wait for fireworks, did it?
No. I mean, look, the defense of San Jose State, a 3-and-out against Boise State's electric offense. And then right down the field, Walter Eget was on target.
Yeah.
And San Jose State looked like they were headed for a touchdown. And then this happens.
Moving the ball down the field. Boom.
Oh, so from that view, It almost looks like cheek is down, ball's not out.
Right there, he's down.
Ooh. Oh, but the ball looks like it's popping too. I would not like to be reviewing this.
I think it looks like they're gonna reverse this call, and this offense is gonna keep this football, Rich.
Oof, that's so close. Here we go.
After review, the receiver's rear was down at the 16-yard line prior to the ball coming out. The ball be placed at the 16-yard line, second down.
So the official used rear, we used cheek. But man, I mean, I think I'm with you though. I don't know that that was conclusive.
I don't know if that was conclusive enough either to overturn that football, but San Jose State, this is what they need. A fast start is something that Coach Ken talked about before the game. Getting a score here would be huge for them.
Yeah, he told us we have to find a way to get the lead against Boise State. And few teams have done that this year. And here's a great opportunity with the reversal of that call. Eget again on the money. Nash with the catch. And he's down to the 7. This offense is just wide open right now. I mean, they have been firing.
Well, this is what they've been doing all season long, Rich, and they love to throw the deep ball, but they do have the ability to be able to dink and dunk themselves down the field as well.
The strength of Boise State is their pass rush. Second best pass rush in college football. But the strength of San Jose State's offense is getting rid of the ball quickly out of the quarterback's hands. They like him to get it out within 3 seconds. Notriani makes the stop in the red zone here. Is San Jose State, Boise State's defense looking for a stop. 29 trips, 18 touchdowns. The national average is 63%. They are close to it. That's the Verizon red zone. This is second down and goal just outside the 6 for San Jose State. Their first possession.
And the thing to look out for here is Walker Eget doesn't utilize his feet all the time, but he does have the ability to run as well.
Eget, that's a high throw, and it's incomplete. They like Nash in a high point situation because he's 6'3" and he's got hops.
Well, it's exactly what you want. Eget's going to fake this football, the run there, and he's got a one-on-one situation for Nick Nash, and most of the time he's going to win in that situation. Just got to give an opportunity to get it.
And most of the time, San Jose State's able to get a touchdown on their opening drive. 3rd and goal. They like their tight ends in the red zone. Caught! Touchdown! Lockhart! Lockhart is also 6'3", and he's got hops.
Exactly the start you're looking for if you're San Jose State. You get a 3 and out on defense. Your offense gets the football. You drive all the way down the field and able to get 6 for a touchdown.
And how about Walker Eget? Not the starter 3 weeks ago. Now he's QB1, and he's on the mark. And San Jose State is on the boards. A terrific drive on a big night in the Mountain West. It starts 7-0 Spartans. Scoring summary, 8 plays, 68 yards. And remember the reversal of what looked like an Amarian McCoy strip and scoop. And now, as Ken Niumatalolo told us in our meetings, he wanted to get a lead against Boise State, and it's not easy to do it. But look at what they've done going back to the Brent Brennan year of last year. 9-2 in their last conference, or 9-2 in their last 11 conference games. 7-0 in their last 7 home games. So this is a program, and he kind of had to reload the cupboard too. 49 new players. It wasn't like he inherited a full roster when he arrived here. Keys to the game brought to you by Stanley Steamer. What you got, Turbo?
Well, for Boise State, look, all aboard the sack train. Defensively, they got to put some pressure on the San Jose State offense. On defense, or on offense for Boise State, excuse me, they got to stay on schedule. That means converting on third down. For San Jose State, defensively, they got to create extra possessions. They're one of the best teams in the nation in creating turnovers and takeaways. And then on offense, they love to throw the deep ball. If they can complete 4 throws of 20 yards or more in this game, they usually win 90% of the time or more.
Spencer Danielson watching this one. Quick throw. Cameron Bates with the catch on the sideline. And Bates is out to the 30-yard line. Just his 8th catch of the season. DJ Harvey made the stop. For the Broncos, offensively, we talked about Matt Lauder. He's having a terrific year. 31 catches, 5 touchdowns.
Well, he's such a versatile player, Rich. I mean, you think about how they love to run the football to his side so he can run block. And then play action, you can find him on those crossing routes across the middle. He's got great hands and great routes. Very versatile player.
Got a full receiver set right now with Lauder on the sideline and JEANTY straight ahead. Slams for about 4 yards. Defensively, CBS lineups here. Derek Odom, DJ Harvey on the outside, but Noah McNeil Franklin is getting an assignment. He's filling in for Jordan Pollard for a half.
Yeah, keep your eye on him. I'm curious to see how much Boise State in their run game is going to attack him. Now, he's a guy that plays a lot in this defense, but has never started. It'll be interesting to see how Boise State tries to attack him.
Pollard is out for the half for targeting the second half of the Oregon State game. JEANTY straight at attention, and straight ahead he goes, and with his legs
there's McNeil
and his force, he's going to get the first down, but that wasn't easy. That was a hard yard for Ashton JEANTY, and a first down for Boise State.
Just got done talking about Noah McNeil Franklin, and there he is right there, number 9, going one-on-one with the best running back in the nation right there. Ashton JEANTY fighting for every inch to be able to get that first down right there.
Both teams going with kind of alternate uniforms, kind of throwback helmet look for Boise State back in the day, and all black for San Jose State. That's Latrell Caples in motion. Play action, MADSEN has time, fires, Lauder, and he missed him. There were a lot of Spartans in the area, but Lauder did have a seam. It's second down and 10.
Just off the play action that time, and MADSEN got to get that ball to Matt right there. He's open on that out-breaking route. One of the more accurate passers in the Mountain West, doesn't usually miss on those.
He's averaging 63% completion rate. Just outside the 35, second drive for Boise State. Caples on a screen trying to get past the first wave, and he does somewhat, but stumbles to about the 40-yard line. And this is going to be another third down for Boise State. They are one of the best in the country on third down, 5th in the nation, 51%.
Yeah, and this is the key for San Jose State. You know, if you want to have success against Boise State, you got to make their offense play on their heels. You got to get them uncomfortable, force them into these third down and long situations, and you got to get stops. They got one step so far in this game as we get an offsides penalty right here.
False start, number 78, offense. 5 yards, third down.
Tyler Kyneth, the right guard. Again, we told you, Mason Randolph, Roger Carrion, 2 great offensive linemen, have been out for the season for Boise State.
There's Tyler Kyneth right there, and like you mentioned, he's starting at right guard for Roger Carrion, who was injured in that Oregon game earlier this season.
Tyler Crow is in the backfield on third down and 10. Let's see if they bring heat. Here they come. MADSEN flushed, looking downfield, flips it, caught there. That's terrific. Austin Bolt, what a catch. And he, I believe, has enough for the first down. We'll see where they mark it. There's a flag down at the 47. It's an 11-yard throw and catch, and watch Bolt get the feet down. Ha. It's not a flag, I've been told. It's a big yellow mouth guard, which is sitting at the 47-yard line. This is a great catch by Bolt.
Yeah, you know, Austin Bolt doesn't get a lot of notoriety, but one of the more clutch players on this offense.
That is not a flag. That is a large mouth guard. MADSEN now back to the air, and he's got Camper, And the Indiana transfer has been a godsend for Boise State. 35th catch of the year. He's averaging about 17 yards per catch as well.
Yeah, and a guy that's really come along over the course of the season, Rich, because, you know, he dealt with some injuries earlier in the year, spring ball, fall camp, and so had a little bit of a slow start to the season because of that. But, you know, as the season has progressed, he's been more of a dependable wide receiver.
JEANTY is back in. Sets up so deep in the backfield. And away he goes. And JEANTY hit, driving, that whole offensive line pushing as well. JEANTY never went down, and his progress, I think, has the first down. It does.
Nice job by JEANTY that time, keeping his feet moving. As you see, early in games, JEANTY usually starts real fast. I mean, 11 yards per rush in the first 2 possessions throughout the season. And he's the guy that they want to establish early in their game plan. And why wouldn't you?
So into San Jose State territory. Second possession for Boise State. JEANTY again hit. Teams have really stacked the box, and that's the area from tackle to tackle, from lineman to linebacker, a lot of times with 8 men in the box. UNLV did it, Hawaii did it, Nevada did it. Even when they've stacked the box, he's able to pick up substantial yardage. Look at this. Rushes by defender in box with 8. He's averaging 8 yards a carry with an 8-man box. When it's 9, that's usually goal line situation. That's another false start.
False start, number 65 offense, 5-yard penalty.
As you've probably noticed, you're watching this game, you're saying to yourself, what is that building on the far side of the field? That's the beautiful new football and soccer facility. And there are some seats over there. You can see it. They're kind of the suites and such. But it kind of captures and keeps the noise in. It's loud here right now. Onto the sideline, and that's Camper with another catch. And he's deep into San Jose State territory to the 25-yard line.
So Coach Derek Odom trusting his DBs in some man-to-man coverage right now, and this is just a heck of a route right there by Cameron Camper on an outbreaking route, really separating himself from the defender that time. And MADSEN now starting to find his rhythm.
11th play of the drive. MADSEN flushed and dumps it at the feet of JEANTY. That's not a bad decision at all.
That time MADSEN wanted to go right back to Camper on the fake run on the deep route there down the sideline, but that time good coverage, able to stay on his man, and that's what caused the throwaway.
We sat down with Dirk Cutter, their offensive coordinator, and asked him about MADSEN last week. 9 for 20, 119 yards. He said, don't freak out about MADSEN. There were other issues in the passing game. He had some drop balls. He said he'll be just fine. JEANTY breaks 1 tackle. And San Jose State's doing a pretty good job of getting what they wanted to, which is the blue line to the ball, especially with JEANTY holding it.
Well, they put an emphasis on, look, the first guy is likely not going to tackle Ashton Ritchie, right? We need all 11 in the film to be able to get this guy down.
Now, after contact, JEANTY is the best in the country. Before contact, after contact, 5.5 yards. MADSEN now on 3rd and 7. Crossing route, and it's dropped. And it's Camper. And remember what Dirk Cutter said, don't freak out about MADSEN. We had other issues in the passing game, some drop balls last week.
Yeah, we had a conversation with Coach Dirk Cutter, and he said, look, the offense as a whole needs to execute, all right? We had some drop passes and some missed protections and assignments and things of that nature. Those is not what you want right now for Boise State.
38 yards. Jonah Dalmas has had an extraordinary career. He's 10 of 11 to the fake, and he's going to flip it. Dalmas is caught and dropped. Noah McNeil Franklin. Some Boise State trickery Although this one is with special teams. And it doesn't work. And the lead is still 7-0. Spartans on the alert. (7-0) San Jose State on top. Next Saturday, pack your woolies, Turbo. We're going to Laradice. So is number 13 Boise State. They'll take on Wyoming, 7 Eastern, right here on CBS Sports Network. The Broncos are just 17-1 against Wyoming in their history. The Josh Allen game was the only one they lost back in 2016. Mountain West Championship race, Boise State. Colorado State is the real surprise, and we'll get back to that as well. But of course, Colorado State does not have Boise State or UNLV on their schedule. Floyd Chalk with the carry. We already talked about Justin Lockhart, and he had the touchdown catch. It's hard to say he's a compliment to anybody, but he's a compliment to Nick Nash.
Yeah, he is, but, you know, we talked to offensive coordinator, Coach Dutton. He says, look, we wouldn't be 6-3 without Lockhart. Calls him the Ferrari of this offense because he's got great speed.
He got so good on that first drive. Nash got bumped on the pattern, and a nice job on the corner by Amarian McCoy. And it's incomplete.
What these defenders want to do for Boise State, as we look at their starting lineup, Jaden Virgin-Morgan, a guy who's really stepped up this season on this defensive line as an edge rusher, leads the team in sacks. They're going to need him to step up big in this ball game, especially because San Jose State's off to a hot start. But, you know, you think about this passing game for San Jose State. These DBs want to be physical with these wide receivers to disrupt the timing.
Broncos, 40 sacks. Only Ole Miss has more at 46. Blitz comes. Eget kind of on the back foot. Lockhart battling. Got it! Wow! Jeremiah Irby in coverage, but remember at 6'3", Lockhart can get up and get it.
These receivers so good in one-on-one opportunities, those 50-50 balls. That's an incredible catch by Lockhart, and you know, I know they're fighting for it at the end, but you know, any 50-50 ball that's divided up into the two guys, it goes to the offense.
35 yards on that one to the end zone. Nash, and it's incomplete. Good coverage there. They had double coverage. Irby there along with Zion Washington.
How interesting, right? San Jose State, last play, big play to Lockhart down the sideline. They go right back the next play to try to attack this defense down the field again. I mean, the aggressiveness by the San Jose State offense is what makes them so great.
2nd and 10. Pass rush has not been an issue yet. Chalk, left side, just steps through a couple tackles and lands right at the 32 with a first down.
And the interesting thing about this San Jose State offense too, Rich, is look, they'll spread you out, they want to throw the ball down the field, and they can lure you to sleep with the ability to be able to run the football. Floyd Chalk IV is no slouch. Coming into this game almost 600 yards on the ground. I mean, this guy can get it done in the backfield as well.
32-yard line of Boise State. Eget. Catch at the 30. And that was Cooper Hoke, his first catch.
Basket to Cooper Hoke.
Good coverage there by Devon Banks.
This time they go with the quick game. Out there to Cooper Hoke.
Bump the ball to 29-yard line.
But nice job breaking on the football by Devon Banks there to make that tackle.
That's Craig Stutzman, the new offensive coordinator. He was a terrific wide receiver for Timmy Chang and even Nick Rolovich back in the Hawaii days. And certainly that's where Ken Niumatalolo played his college ball. He was a quarterback. Well before Stutzman. Lockhart has a step. It's incomplete. Irby caught him and may have deflected it. And it's 3rd down and 7.
Lockhart off the line of scrimmage doing a nice job, and we talked about his speed, and just runs right past the defender. That ball that time goes right through his hands, but credit Irby for not giving up on that play right there. And they got a little trash talk going on back and forth. You gotta love it.
3rd down 7. 2 of 2 on the night so far. Blitz comes, and the play is stopped. That's procedure. This will be a longer 3rd down.
Right to the snap. False start. Number 3, offense. 5-yard penalty. Main 3rd down.
So that's their first false start of the game, and obviously the formula for beating Boise State is staying on schedule. You don't want to have those negative plays that push you back like these.
Greg Stutzman, the offense he played in Hawaii, June Jones's run and shoot. He's coached that offense, and he's tweaked it along the way in his climb up the coaching ladder in college football.
Boise showing pressure.
And here they come. Eget gets rid of it, fires it to the sideline. Caught there. That's Hurry. Breaks a tackle. Along the sideline. Spins out of bounds. Washington knocked him over. Trayshawn Hurry. That was a quick release by Eget under pressure.
When you play Boise State, you have to be able to win in one-on-one situations, and you got to be able to make plays. Right there, 2 missed blocks, or 2 broken tackles, I should say, to be able to get down the sideline and convert for a huge 1st down right there.
Back in the red zone, back inside the 10. They went to Lockhart for the touchdown. This is chalk, right side, bounces off one man, and the rest of the Broncos catch up to him at about the 7-yard line. Herbert Gums, Marco Notriani on the stop.
Floyd Chalk, very patient runner. He's only 5'7", so he has the ability to stay low to the ground, low center of gravity, helps him be able to break tackles. He's got the explosive speed as well.
Ken Niumatalolo said, we got to find a way to get a lead against Boise State. So far, they haven't. You're watching college football on CBS Sports Network, presented by Geico. $7-0 start, and San Jose State driving right now. Moments ago, Ken Niumatalolo with our Amanda Guerra.
Coach, you wanted the lead early in this game. You got that. What do you make of your team's performance here in the first quarter?
We're playing well, but it's only 1 quarter. I mean, you play four quarters, so far so good. Just got to keep going.
Coach, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Amanda. Well, his quarterback, Walker Eget, who's been in this system for a few years, obviously under Brent Brennan and the success they had there, has waited his turn, and man, he's making the most of it. Looks good tonight. Floyd Chalk is in the backfield. 2nd and goal, just outside Boise State's 7-yard line. Chalk, not much going there. Shea Oladipo there to hit him and drive him back, and this is 3rd down and goal.
Shea Oladipo, of course, in for the absent Alexander Tubner, who's out this game with the leg injury. So insert Shea Oladipo, one of the guys who's been very productive within this defense this season.
Jabari Bates is in the backfield now. Eget already tonight, 8 of 12, 118 yards and the touchdown. Broncos show blitz. Eget, quick throw, caught, touchdown! Jacob Stewart.
I really like this decision, Rich, by Walker Eget, because Boise State's in a cover 0, so they're going to blitz everybody, leaving their DBs man-to-man. Well, you got a tight end in Jacob Stewart, who's 6'5", 207 pounds, so he's basically able to just box out the defender there on the slant route for the touchdown.
And Robert, his quick release, and that's how this offense is designed, has really nullified the Bronco pass rush, which is one of the best in the country, and that's an issue that Boise State's going to have to solve. 14-0 start for San Jose State. You're watching college football on CBS Sports Network, presented by Geico.
College football on CBS Sports Network is sponsored by Geico. Whatever you need, get more with Geico. By Verizon. And by Ram Trucks, built to serve.
Celebrating 50 years as one of the icons in Bay Area sports. 50 years of craziness for Crazy George. You and I both grew up in the Bay Area. We both grew up going to Raider games, 49er games, Cal, Stanford, A's, Giants, all of that. And Crazy George has been around for all of it, it feels like. This is Bates for Boise State. Cameron Bates lost the ball. It's loose, and it is recovered, it looks like, by the kicker, Matthias Brown. Wow. That is Matthias Brown, the kicker. That's crazy.
Unbelievable how this game has started for San Jose State. You see Bates runs into his own teammate, which then pops the football loose. And there it is, boom, right there.
Let's see if he recovers it before everybody slides out of bounds. Oh, that's a hard way to recover it, but he apparently did. And right now, the Broncos can't get out of their own way.
Very uncharacteristic for this Boise State Broncos team right now.
That's 23 turnovers, by the way, that San Jose State has caused. And back to work goes Eget. Lockhart with the catch, and he's bouncing off of bodies inside the 25 down to the 23. Amanda Guerra.
Well, Rich, you talked about the 23 turnovers there for San Jose State. Also going into this game, 16 interceptions. That's best for the country. The defensive coordinator, Derek Odom, says he challenges his team every single game to a certain number of interceptions or turnovers. If they get it, they get candy bars at practice. He says it's like a feeding frenzy for the defense.
And those are the big candy bars, by the way. Nash with the catch at the 18-yard line. Not the little stuff. I mean, like the Giant. He says he goes to the store and gets the largest that he can find of the best of the best.
The family size.
Speaking of large, this is the largest deficit that Boise State has faced this season. They've only trailed for 53 minutes all year. And a chunk of that is in this game. Eget now will keep it and run it, and the big fella gets loose down to the 10, and that's a first down. That's the RPO point that is mixed in with this run and shoot.
Well, I mentioned at the top of the broadcast, Rich, that look, Eget doesn't utilize his feet often. He's not known for that, but he can. He has the ability and shows it on that play for a first down.
Feels like they've been deep in Boise territory all night long. Eget, four-man rush, has time, fires in the flat, caught there. That's Stewart who had the touchdown. He's bounced out of bounds by Zion Washington and Devon Banks.
And the thing that Walker Eget is doing right now is just taking what the defense is giving him. We understand that San Jose State likes to throw the deep ball and take shots to the end zone. But if the defense is playing deep and they're playing coverage, take the underneath routes and allow your playmakers to try to make plays in space. Right there, completes an easy route to the tight end, Jacob Stewart. He's able to get upfield for a positive gain on first down.
Craig Stutzman, the offensive coordinator. The play clock's down. They get it off. The snap was a little high. Eget improvising, incomplete. Lockhart kind of drifted open. I don't know if a hand was on the ball or not. It's 3rd and 4.
Well, it kind of felt like that play was rushed from the beginning. They were going down on the play clock there. You got to turn those hands around if you're Justin Lockhart that time. Trying to basket catch that thing, and it goes right through his arms. Big time 3rd down right here.
San Jose State has converted all of their 3rd downs. That's a huge key as well. And Coach Ken Niumatalolo races down the sideline. He wants a timeout on this 3rd and 4. 12 minutes left.
San Jose takes their first time out.
In a
30
surprising
seconds
first
late.
half, with Boise State, the number 13 team in the country, on their heels.
This is a good timeout by Coach Ken right here, just to kind of settle his team down a little bit, get the right play.
You talked about it. You know, the Broncos, this is kind of self-inflicted in some ways. The fake field goal attempt, yeah. But remember that the drop passes, the fumble on the kickoff return, the miss when Lauder was open on the sideline. There's a list of mistakes that are piling up right now.
Yeah, if you ask me, you know, how is San Jose State up 14-0 right now, and, you know, give credit to San Jose State for what they've been able to do, but so far, Boise State has really beat themselves. Missed on an open throw, wide open on the third down, a drop pass. You know, obviously the fake field goal, turning the football over. They're beating themselves, the penalties, and San Jose State's done a good job capitalizing.
3rd down and 4. And this isn't going to get to the goal line. A helmet came off. Now you got a decision to make here. Do you take the 3 points? Do you, if it's close enough, do you go for it and go for the touchdown? And you can see it looks like the field goal unit's coming on.
Yeah, I would definitely kick this field goal here. I don't necessarily like the call on 3rd down. If you're going to run the football there, typically it's because you have a game plan to be able to go for it on 4th down. You got to play in mind. But from that standpoint, I'd like to see them throw the football, try to get the ball in their best playmakers' hands right there. But nonetheless, it is 4th down. I like the decision to make this a 3-score game.
Kyler Halverson is lining up.
Second timeout of the half.
And they had to take a timeout because the decision to go for it or kick the field goal melted the play clock down. 30-second timeout. We're back after this. Ball sits just inside the 3-yard line. San Jose State is going to, well, they made the decision. They're pulling the field goal unit off. They're going for it now. Wow. They talked it over. They had a chance to get together, called the timeout, and here we go. That's chalk in the backfield.
Should run this football.
Egan, little throwback. That's to a tackle. And he's not going to score. Nomani with the catch. Hey, look, Boise State knows a thing or two about trick plays, and they sniffed it out and snuffed it. Sione Nomani has a reception, but not a touchdown. And this is a big stop for the Broncos, who trail 14-0. After 2 timeouts, rather than taking the 3 points, the Spartans decided to run a trick play. There was a late flag, and it was for an ineligible receiver, and so it didn't seem like Nomani reported as being eligible. You have to report if you're going to be in one of those exotic spots and go out for a pass.
Yeah, he didn't report at all, Rich, to the referee. He high-fived his teammate. He was excited. He knew he was going to get the football. You know, but I got to admit, you know, I thought really 3 questionable calls back-to-back-to-back. First the run on 3rd down, then the timeout to burn it, and then to not kick the field goal. You don't want to give Boise State any life if you don't have to.
Oh, my. JEANTY. Soane Toea. And that's another story right now. Ashton JEANTY is getting shut down.
You know, it's one of those things, Rich, when a team comes into the game plan to stop you, it's going to be hard to get off to a fast start.
You could see his usual first quarter workload, and tonight, just 18 yards.
But Boise State won't veer away from their game plan trying to run the football.
Just 7 carries for JEANTY. MADSEN rolling, firing to the sideline. Caples, did he get a foot down? Let's see. And it's a catch. Wow, that's a terrific catch. Latrell Caples, who missed all of last year.
Yeah, we call this a flood concept, where you're running really 3 targets to the same side, just at different levels.
They're going to stop this and look at it. We had just the one look.
Previous plays under further review.
It didn't look like he got that right foot down, Rich.
All right, let's take a look at a series of looks. Let's see what we've got.
So there's the throw. There's the catch.
I don't think you can tell from there. There was, again, the call on the field is catch. Can't tell from there either. This is probably the best look.
I think he caught this football.
Does the toe go down first?
I saw a little blade of the turf come up off the ground there.
All right, so you think toe catches turf there?
Yep.
Huh. Well, look, I don't know if you can definitively say one way or the other, so I think call stands.
Here's a good look. Boom. See that little
Yep.
turf come up off the ground there?
I'm with you. That's easier to see than a cheek, which we had in the Amarian McCoy strip that was a huge play for Boise that was overturned by replay in the first quarter.
Of a catch on the field stands. First down.
All right. So let's talk this through now with Boise State offensive. Why is JEANTY having such a slow start, and how do they get him and their offense going?
Well, the defensive line is winning at the line of scrimmage right now, but all their runs have been in between the tackles. You got to be able to mix some things up, run a toss play, get JEANTY out on the edge, let him utilize his speed to open up this run game.
24-yard line. MADSEN play action. Screen. Caught there. Lauder. He's hit hard at the 30-yard line. Short of the first down. This is how they're doing it.
And this defense has been swarming to the football. You know, we had in our conversation with defensive coordinator Derek Odom, I asked him, I said, you know, what's the identity? What's the core value of this defense? And he says, look, we just like to keep it grimy, man. That's how we play defense.
That grimy is a key word for them. JEANTY over the left side. He looks like he's short of the first down. We check in with Amanda Guerra.
Hey there, Rich. Yeah, I'm on the Boise State sideline, and I got to tell you, after that stop they got on 4th down, head coach Spencer Daniels said he was absolutely pumped. Came over to the sideline, told his players, that's what I needed for you. That's the momentum shift that we needed. However, they have got to get things going here on offense. They're starting to lose a little bit of the juice I saw just a couple minutes ago, but we'll see if they can get it back.
All right, thank you, Amanda. They're going to need another yard, or at least a half a yard here on 3rd and 1. Straight ahead. MADSEN solidly built. He's 5'10", 201. And so a first down, and the Broncos deep in their own end after the trick play on 4th and goal from the 3. Did not work for San Jose State. And the Broncos trying to climb out of unfamiliar territory, and that's a 14-point deficit, the biggest they've faced this year. Caples in motion. MADSEN, little throwback. Good move there by Caples, and he's up about the 40. There really isn't a game-breaking receiver in the room for Boise State. I mean, back to guys like Shakir and Wilson, guys that they've had in the past, so they have to be really creative. 28 points every game, 28 points, 350 yards. JEANTY leading the charge, a touchdown in every half. But tonight they've fallen behind 14-0. And JEANTY, nothing going there. Boy,
JEANTY on the carry.
They describe it as take a blue line to the ball, and that's exactly what they're doing.
Yeah, this is a team right now, blue-collar defense, flying around, and you know, we had a conversation with starting linebacker Jordan Cobbs, and he said, look, we're a type of defense, we're never searching for the easy way out. We embrace when games are hard, when opponents are tough, and they were really looking forward to this matchup against Boise State, and they're showing out so far.
They're down 4. Tyler Crow in the backfield. MADSEN will throw, steps to the pocket, fires, contact, and flags. At midfield, Camper, DJ Harvey behind him and on him, and he's flagged for it.
Yeah, he just got there a little early, Rich, that time. Good call.
Pass interference. Number 2, defense. Ball be placed at the spot of the foul, automatic first down.
This is a great secondary for San Jose State. 16 interceptions, second in the nation.
Ball to 50.
DJ Harvey, just that left arm wrapped around there, caused the pass interference.
And Harvey's one of their, probably their best corner. 3 picks. He's taken back a fumble for a score and an interception for a score. JEANTY, this time he's through to the next level, and he's close to the first down at the 41-yard line.
And these defenders now, they can't start to get lackadaisical. You got to get set. You still got guys walking around and things of that nature at the snap of the football, and you just can't do that against a disciplined runner like Ashton Jeanty. He's going to make you pay. Best run of the night so far, a good gain on first down.
He's taken a lot of hits over the last 4 games. Obviously, teams have stacked the box. He's been over 30 carries in each of the last 4 games. 2nd and 1, MADSEN. Rolling right. Throwing back, man open. That's Camper at the 20 and down to the 10. Well designed by Dirk Cutter.
And right now, Boise State, look, let's not forget, run on 3rd down by San Jose State. They elect not to kick the field goal. They tried trick play. Boise State now, with the momentum, taking advantage of the turnover on downs, and they have marched their way down the field here, and a nice pass by MADSEN there for first down.
10th play, 5.5 minutes on this drive. JEANTY left side, and a flag is down behind the play. It came from the official behind the play. Oftentimes that's a hold.
Personal foul, face
Or a
mask.
face mask.
Number 43,
There you
defense.
go.
Half the distance to go, automatic first down.
That's John Ward, one of the guys that's really come along here since the start of the season. And there it is. Oh, actually, I didn't really see much right there, Rich. That looked like he was trying to strip the football. Maybe got a little face mask right there.
First and goal, big opportunity. First of the night, this tight for Boise State. MADSEN gonna keep. MADSEN driving. I'm not sure if he got in. Now he's in. Talk about effort. Broncos in the end zone for the first time tonight.
MADSEN gonna fake this run and take it in himself and lower his shoulder, and initially he stopped. Then able to drive into the end zone for the touchdown. Almost a penalty there by Matt Wagner. You're not allowed to pull your teammate forward.
As Amanda said, that defensive stop gives some momentum. There's the stop. Here's the momentum. And the score, 14-7. That's an impressive drive and an impressive finish by Maddox MADSEN. Now, speaking of losing a lead, this was last year. San Jose State was up 20 in this game. And Boise State looked awful in the first half and then came roaring back in a game with Taylor Green and MADSEN both seeing time at quarterback. Came back to win it 35-27. San Jose State was shut out in the second half. New coach, Ken Niumatalolo, although you hope if you're San Jose State, you don't look back on tonight and miss those 3 points that you might have had. This is Bates up the sideline and knocked off his feet. Jabari Bates with a little bit of scoot up the sideline.
Well, certainly the spark that San Jose State needed. They needed a nice response after Boise State just drove down the field and scored, and Jabari Bates said, okay, let me get into the action and take one down the sideline. A really nice return there by San Jose State. I don't know if he stepped out of bounds at all. Like he kept his balance there on the sideline.
41-yard return. This offense hasn't really been stopped. They stopped themselves. Eget's throw. That's a 10-yard pickup. Sitting down as Lockhart on the catch. He's actually just shy of the first down. Spartans have rolled up over 190 yards of offense already, and this guy has such a quick release that the best pass rush in the Mountain West and the second best in the country really hasn't been able to lay a hand on him. 2nd and 1. That'll be right at the stick. Remember, San Jose State gets the football to start the second half. So as you get close and close to the clock melting under 4, you want to win, as the coaches talk about, that middle 8, the last 4 of the first half, first 4 of the second half. They have an opportunity with this drive to run clock and try to get into scoring position. Eget. Oh man, Lockhart busted loose and Eget just led him too much.
San Jose State's really been setting up this play now for a couple of drives, because Lockhart has been winning on that stop route on the sideline all game long, and this time he fakes as if he's going to run the stop route and then runs right by the defender. One of the issues Walker Eget has had this season is overthrowing his targets. An example of it right there. Look how far off these DBs are playing here from the wide receivers.
Eget is 14 of 20 tonight. Again, a quick release. Oh, wow. Hurry, aptly named in that case. He was turning and running before he had the ball.
Yeah, right there, just too much in a hurry. These DBs are giving a lot of cushion right now to these wide receivers, and so San Jose State will happily take those turnaround routes there, those curl routes. But you got to catch the football first before you get upfield.
Nick Nash, 3 catches, 31 yards. Lockhart, 5 catches, 81 yards. This is 3rd down and 10. Little air under this one. Nash trying to fight back, and it's intercepted. Boise State with a football. Ty Benefield flags down behind the play. And Boise State, the Broncos defense, coming up with a big play.
Walker Eget that time tried to force that.
Roll fields an intercepted pass. During the return, holding number 20. 10 yards from the spot of the foul. First down, Boise State.
That's Devon Banks.
Timeout on the field.
Spencer Danielson's defense has come up with 2 big plays. The stop at the goal line and this one. Ty Benefield and the Broncos back in business. Getting the whole Bay Area experience here with Crazy George and some Journey. 14-7.
Hey, let's take a look at Ty Benefield right there. There he is playing safety. He's got his eyes on the quarterback the whole time. He's looking to his left. He goes to the left, and just an easy read for Ty Benefield playing that free safety spot. And how about that celebration right there for Boise State?
Give Devon Banks some credit too. He had the coverage that allowed Benefield to come over and get the pick, even though Banks held, and that reduced the return. So the Broncos have it at the 25. Madsen back to work, searching, scrambling, and he makes a positive play out of what looked like a possible sack. It's a gain of about 6.
And if San Jose State wants to bring extra defenders, if they want to blitz, this is what MADSEN is going to have to do. Utilize his athleticism with his feet. Get outside of the pocket.
See, this is more like it for Boise State. That last drive, over 90 yards. 2nd and 4. JEANTY still has yet to cut loose. And that's to San Jose State's credit. That's a gain of maybe a half a yard. It's going to be 3rd down and 3.
Yeah, one thing you know about Boise State, though, they're going to keep running this football, but this is critical now. San Jose State started off strong as we take a look at defensive coordinator Derek Odom for San Jose State. They started off this game strong on 3rd down defensively, bringing extra defenders in the blitz to make Madsen uncomfortable. I think they need to go back to that, because they've gotten away from it so far.
3 of 5 tonight on 3rd down. They need 3. Madsen blitz comes, hit as he throws, caught by Caples. Nice throw and catch. Caples at midfield is dragged down into San Jose State territory. Michael Dansby the stop, and suddenly the Broncos are clicking.
So San Jose State brings both linebackers. Roy McNeil Franklin, the second guy in there, just gets there a little bit late. Maddox is able to stand in that pocket. Find Latrell Caples for a big gain for 1st down.
22 yards on the throw. Maddox's numbers now, 10 of 14, 128 yards. No touchdowns, no interceptions. He's passed last week's yardage total already. Bates in motion. JEANTY up the middle, and JEANTY inside the 35, down to the 33-yard line. That's about 13 yards. Taniela Latu made this stop. 2-minute timeouts. Quite a first half. Boise State on the move. Let's take a look at the College Football Playoff poll powered by Ram Truck. Start on the left with the rankings. Top 5 conference champions in the field. Top 4 get a bye, and since Boise State's at 13 and they're behind Miami, Boise State does not get a first-round bye. Right now they're seeded 12th, but if there's chaos in the ACC or chaos in the Big 12, and maybe a 2-loss team wins the championship game and gets in, and Boise State is ahead of them, then Boise State has a chance to slide into that 4 spot. But a lot of football to be played, and right now, the number 13 ranked team, Boise State, is down 14-7 on the road, but on the move at the 33-yard line of San Jose State. Madsen firing far sideline, and it's almost picked, but it's incomplete. Caples, the intended receiver. DJ Harvey, who has 3 picks, could not get a foot down to make that an interception.
Oh, this is a really nice read, though, by Harvey.
I saw pellets. Did he have possession?
They may want to take a second look at this.
I thought I saw pellets. Now, those could come from the sideline. Yes, they came from the sideline. Thank you for that overhead look. That's not a pick. JEANTY trying to get outside. Made one man miss. Robert Rahimi is there. Rocket Rahimi, they call him around here.
And really, that play was made by number 26, Ethan Powell, first guy in there to make JEANTY bounce it to the outside, and then Robert Rahimi then able to clean it up. That's what you want. You want to get JEANTY going sideline to sideline instead of north and south.
JEANTY 43 yards on 14 carries, not in there now. Third down 13 for the 36. Spartans bring 3. Fire across the middle, caught there. Caples, first down. In traffic with a man on his back, and that was Rahimi.
I just don't understand it, Rich. You started this game in the first quarter with so much success, blitzing on third down and bringing extra defenders, making MADSEN uncomfortable in the pocket. Now you're dropping 8, and he's taking advantage.
First and 10, plenty of time. MADSEN pumps, now scrambles, flag down, fires out of bounds. There's 2 flags down, one deep in the end zone and one at the 4-yard line on the far sideline. And there's another one down on the goal line near sideline.
Legal substitution, 12 on defense. 5-yard penalty, replay first down.
Well, that's not good. Derek Odom right now talking to the official. All right, Robert, you ready to count?
They got 12 guys on the field. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Too many. Miscommunication that time by the defense.
5-yard penalty, first and 5. JEANTY's back in. And JEANTY dancing through inside the 10, churning. Gets a push down to the 7-yard line, and that's a first down. This will be first and goal now for the Broncos.
So the focus for San Jose State now is this. You're going to get the ball at halftime. You've got to hold this team to at least 3 points or force a turnover in this situation.
Remember the timeouts that Ken Niumatalolo used in setting up what looked to be a field goal attempt. Then they called the second timeout and changed their minds.
Boise elected to take a 10-second runoff. Timeout, Boise.
Boise takes the timeout here. So the Spartans have 1 timeout. Broncos have 2. Fun first half in the Mountain West. Final moments, first half. Boise State on the doorstep. Coming up, the Verizon halftime report. Brent Stover, Kevin Carter, Beanie Wells. Break down this game and all of the games today and tonight. Coming up, Verizon halftime report. MADSEN and Ashton JEANTY right now. First and goal, just outside the 6. What do you like?
Well, here's an opportunity where, you know, close to the end zone, you got Ashton JEANTY. Probably gonna get the football here, but I think this is an opportunity for a play-action pass for Matt Lauder in this situation.
Lauder has 5 touchdowns on the season. It is JEANTY, and he plows over right tackle. He's inside the 2. And the Broncos are going to take one of their 2 remaining timeouts here. Noah McNeil Franklin made the stop for San Jose State. If you've just joined us, so has Ken Niumatalolo. Somewhat. This is his first season as the head coach at San Jose State. Spencer Danielson joined last year as a head coach, defensive coordinator, pressed into service as a temporary head coach, won over his team. I think he had already done that before he was named head coach. And they loved him. He's one of the youngest in college football. Man, he's been a dynamo, a positivity. One of the things the first thing he did was pick up the phone and call Dirk Cutter, longtime NFL head coach, offensive coordinator, former Boise State coach, and said, hey, Dirk,
come out of retirement.
Come out of retirement. Cutter had come in the season before for half a year, and Dirk Cutter said, yeah. And that's they've been a terrific team. Their only loss, a last-second field goal on the road at #1 Oregon. And here they are on the doorstep. The Clydesdales, the big guys are in, and JEANTY's in the end zone. Touchdown, Boise State. The Clydesdales are some defensive linemen that come in. Braxton Feely, Michael Callahan, Herbert Gums. Scott Matlock used to be in that group. And there's JEANTY in over the left side.
Easy does it right there for Ashton JEANTY. And Boise State got this game back even if they can make this field goal.
Extra point is up, and it's good.
Wow, what a turnaround for Boise State.
Remember, San Jose State, 4th and goal from the 3, had the field goal unit out, called a timeout, changed their minds, ran a trick play. Broncos stopped it, drove length of the field. That's the pick. Benefield's interception. And now JEANTY into the end zone. And San Jose State, who had burned a couple timeouts in that sequence, that field goal and then fake play sequence, unable to keep a lot of time on the clock. There's just 36 seconds left. Rushing touchdowns in Boise State history. There's some great names on there. Now, Jay Ajayi's an NFL guy, but you know, go back in the day, Brock Forsey was there at the beginning, right? The Dirt Cutter, Dan Hawkins, Chris Peterson, when it was all starting to get going. And of course, Ian Johnson famously proposed after that incredible comeback in the Fiesta Bowl and that win over Oklahoma that really put Boise State on the national map.
Statue of Liberty play.
DJ Harvey on the return. And with just one timeout and 31 seconds left, we'll see what the Spartans do with it. All right, tomorrow, another outstanding NFL on CBS doubleheader. First, AFC North, Ravens and Steelers, and then the big show, Buffalo and Kansas City. Now that's a CBS Sports Sunday. And of course, that rivalry, not just the teams, but the two quarterbacks, Patrick Mahomes and the Mountain West, Josh Allen, the former Wyoming quarterback. Mahomes, I believe, is 3-0 in the postseason, or maybe 4-0 in the postseason against the Bills. And there's 3 wins that Allen has, but those are regular season. Look at that, the dynamo that is Spencer Danielson. Such a positive guy on his way out. 14-0 lead for San Jose State. And Boise State, number 13, bounced right back. That defensive stop at the goal line seems to have changed the momentum in this game. One more half to go on a big night in the Mountain West. After the break, Brent Stover and the gang in New York. You're watching college football on CBS Sports Network, presented by Geico. Back in the Mountain West, back in San Jose, Chase Inc. brings you first half stats. And look at the difference between the first quarter and the second quarter. San Jose State a quick start, Boise State a great second quarter in a 14-14 ball game. Rich Welch, Robert Turbin, Amanda Guerra is with us as well. We knew that this was going to be a tight, close, fun game, and so far it has been.
Well, San Jose State got off to that hot start, and then we were talking about how Boise State was really beating themselves, and that's how they got to that 14-0 lead. But then things flipped. San Jose State, the team started beating themselves, and Boise State took advantage.
Here's the start of the flip. It was 14-0 San Jose State. They turned down an opportunity to get 3 points, and on 4th and goal from the 3, they ran this play. From this stop on, it was all Boise State.
Yeah, and the thing that you don't want to do when you play against a team like Boise State is give these guys extra opportunities or really any momentum to build on. They made a mistake there on the trick play. Boise State was able to capitalize, and you see the energy from Coach Danielson.
No, the energy wasn't there. The energy is up there, right there. Those are your guys. That's your high school team that's representing right now.
Yeah, I went to Irvington High School, and right in Fremont, down the road here, about 20 minutes from here, I got the high school kids in the booth with us, man, saying hello and everything like that, man. They're fired up for this ball game.
All right. I mean, hey, Frank Gore is here, and they're more excited to see you than Frank Gore.
Well, I don't know about that, but I'm excited to see Frank Gore. That's one of my favorite teammates of all time.
All right, so San Jose State gets the football to start this second half. You saw the emotion that Boise State had when they were leaving the field, led by their coach. And we'll see if San Jose State can recapture what they had in the first quarter. Jabari Bates. Oh, wow, that ball, and Bates has to pick it up. It landed in front of the goal line, and it took a turn toward the sideline, but Bates wasn't going to let it roll around anymore, and he picked it up, and that's a horrible spot and a big break for Boise State.
Well, he had to pick it up, Rich, because if he doesn't and he lets the ball bounce and it bounces back in play, that's a live football right there.
Absolutely.
If Boise State recovers that ball, they get the ball inside the 5-yard line, and just undisciplined, the worst way to start this second half.
If he had a second or two and just let it roll and it did go out of bounds, it would come all the way out to the 35-yard line. All right, so the Spartans now are going to have to do it the hard way. And the official, we were waiting to reset the play clock.
So here's what I'm looking for here at San Jose State offensively, all right? Now, obviously, Boise State got back into the game. They tied it. Okay. You had a nice, strong start to the game in the first quarter. Get back to the basics, some quick throws, find some efficiency within your offense.
Walter Eget looked really sharp in that first quarter. In his first throw, right in stride is Nick Nash, and he's knocked out of bounds. Down below is Amanda Guerra. Amanda?
Yeah, Rich, right here next to the action. Talked to both coaches at half. Kenya Montalolo says, I really think that there were 10 points we left on the board. He's not pleased when they're missing those wide open receivers, specifically on 4th and goal. As for Boise State head coach Spencer Danielson, he told his team, we have seen their best punch. They haven't seen ours. We're going to clean up our act and see Boise State football here in the second half.
All right, thank you, Amanda. Eget was not sacked in that first half. Little slant pattern there. And across the 10, but short of the first down, is Nash.
Yeah, you like to see Nick Nash. Nice catch and a nice move on this first one. Little out then break back in, call out a return route. Boom, get upfield. You like to see him get upfield right there. And with that catch, he's now the single season receptions record. Now he holds it at San Jose State history. An incredible career for Nick Nash.
You know, a quick snap, and Eget has got a first down. It just occurred to me, we've talked so much about San Jose State slowing down and essentially controlling and containing JEANTY. But the Broncos have done the same for Nash. He hasn't had one of those big, long catches that he's been reeling in every week. Nash in this game, 5 catches, but just 40 yards.
Well, defensive coordinator Eric Shenander said at times they'll commit 2 defenders to him. An example of that was that interception. We've seen it so far in this game.
Yeah, the Benefield pick, you're right. Eget fires sideline, back shoulder, caught, on cue, flags down, it's Nash.
This completes as Nick Nash. The Spartans first down. Flag on the play.
2 flags on the play. That's a really nice throw.
And you recognize early the game plan coming out of halftime for San Jose State clearly was what? We got to get the ball to Nick Nash. 3 plays in a row now, that's where he's been targeted, and he's been able to answer the call with those catches.
That's a good example of, he's a slot receiver, but the slot receiver in the run and shoot is not like the slot receiver, say, for the Patriots.
Right? The Tom Brady offense.
Right, it's a slot receiver in this
The
offense.
play is a completed catch. Personal foul, pass interference, defense. That penalty is declined. Personal foul, targeting. Number 20, defense. That penalty for is 15 yards from the end of the run. Automatic first down.
Wow.
The aspects of targeting are under further review.
And the targeting will be reviewed. So 2 flags, obviously with the catch, the interference doesn't matter, but the targeting certainly matters for 2 reasons. One, if it's targeting, you're going to add to the play, and you're going to lose Devon Banks. Remember, Alexander Tubner's not playing tonight. That's a huge loss for Boise State. Tubner is their best tackler. He's their heart and soul on defense. His motor really makes that defense go.
Well, you see he's also in a lot of their blitz packages too. You see 34 lined up anywhere around the line of scrimmage. He's going to blitz, and
you know what? They announced 20, but it's not. It's Benefield. I don't know that that's targeting.
I don't know that that's targeting either. I thought he turned his shoulder and led with his shoulder that time. Here it is, another look at it. Here's Benefield coming into the screen there.
No.
No, he's just trying to knock that football loose.
Not targeting.
I think that's a clean hit that time.
And the hit was actually, I think he was still in bounds, so it wasn't late either.
So he's going to stay in this football game. Nonetheless, San Jose State now, this is what you wanted to see from Kenya Mataloto football team coming out of halftime. How are they going to respond?
After review, there is no targeting on the play. Bobby placed at the 41-yard line where the completed pass was. First down.
You saw Tubner out trying to rally the troops.
Well, that's what he does. He brings that energy to this defense, and if there's anything they miss most about not having Tubner in this game, it's that.
So Benefield stays in the game, even though they did announce Banks. So no targeting. Ball's at the 41. San Jose State has dug out of that hole that had them backed up inside the 2. First and 10 here. And that's going to be a 4-yard pickup for Chalk. Here's what you lose. You lose a 6th-year senior, the leading tackler. He plays on just about every snap. He plays all over. He's sideline to sideline, hair on fire. He's the heart and soul.
He's also the green dot, so he's the communicator with everybody on the defense as far as what calls are being made out there as well.
Marco Notriani, the green dot. Zion Washington, the backup, and Nash is loose, and he's got it! At the 10. He can win the ball, and he did just that.
So we talk about how Boise State wanted to double Nick Nash. Well, they got 2 defenders on him on this play, but Ty Benefield sort of gets lost in coverage here, leaving his teammate Amarion McCoy by himself. And you don't want to do that against Nick Nash. He's going to take advantage, and he does right there.
First and goal. Ball right at the 10. Nash in motion. Eget looking for him, fires quick, and it's incomplete. That time, the Boise State pass rush forced him to throw it before he wanted to.
Boise State hadn't been able to get into the backfield consistently, got there that time.
Now, one of the goals of the offensive coordinator for San Jose State, Craig Stutzman, is we want 4 plays, 4 air passes where the ball travels over 20 yards.
And completed.
When we get that in this offense through his history, they win 90% of the time.
Yeah. Incredible stat.
Get 4 of those in the course of a game. A little dance there. There's Chalk. Oladipo makes the stop. All right, here we are again. 3rd down and goal in the Verizon red zone. Tonight, 2 touchdowns. Remember, San Jose State had a chip shot field goal that they turned down in the first half. They were up 14-0. They had a trick play that was stopped. Shea Oladipo blew it up, and the Broncos went length of the field and eventually tied the game.
So to me, this has to be a throw. You got Lockhart one-on-one up at the top of the screen.
Stewart, the tight end motion. Eget rolls away from the pressure, flips it, cornered, caught! Touchdown, Nash!
Well, after a quiet first half, Nick Nash has come out in the 3rd quarter and dominated in this first drive for San Jose State. They started the drive with some adversity and were able to answer the call, getting to the end zone for the first score of the second half, Rich.
Walter Eget has a big arm. He has shown that off throughout the night. But on this throw, as he peeled away from pressure, he needed touch, some air and some touch, and a catch, and a touchdown, San Jose State.
Since 1997.
Just when you think you've slowed Nick Nash down, catches 4 balls on that drive, including the touchdown. He's got 8 catches now for 118 98 yards on that drive, and here's that last throw.
Well, all Walker Egan here doing is working the high low. So here's the low route here, a little in and out action there, and then Nick Nash is gonna come on top of that on the corner route, and he runs into a defender. Boom, they're trying to be physical with him, but then he's able to find some open space, and he just throws a jump ball, and he's able to catch it for the score.
And that was near disaster. This is Dylan Riley who's going to bring it out. And Riley bounces outside, breaks a tackle. Riley across the 35. And the Broncos have great field position to start their second half.
How about Nick Nash on that first drive? A little underneath route, making a couple guys miss, getting downfield, and then finally they attack down the field with him, and we talked about his catch radius. 2 plays in a row right there. You can see examples of it where, look, if you just throw the ball anywhere in his vicinity, he'll go up and get it.
Best starting position of the night for Boise State. JEANTY bounces off a tackler and fights his way out to the 41-yard line. Jordan Pollard, who now is able to play. Remember, he sat out the first half because of targeting against Oregon State. Pollard, who's wearing number 10, is now one of their better linebackers. In fact, he's their leading tackler, and he'll be playing for San Jose State in the second half.
Yeah, he's the unquestioned leader of this team, brings the energy. He's third in the Mountain West in tackles, and they're happy to have him back in the second half.
JEANTY, 18 carries, 57 yards, trying to get him outside, and there's hats on him just about everywhere he goes. DJ Harvey helps him up.
Good sportsmanship that time, but already you see the impact of Jordan Pollard. 2 plays in a row, in on the tackle. A little help that time by DJ Harvey. And third down, a lot like we saw in the first half, that first quarter. As we see Ashton JEANTY there, 193 yards on the season per game. He's been a beast. Not so much tonight.
JEANTY's in the backfield. 3rd and 4. MADSEN, 4-man rush, can't step through it. Caught from behind and dropped. Toea, flag down. Right at the 40. And Boise State is pointing at San Jose State like it's against the Spartans. Boy, that was a really nice play.
Personal foul, late hit, number 10 defense. 15-yard penalty, automatic.
And it's wiped out, and it's Pollard in his first action since targeting who gets flagged for a late hit.
Well, I mean, you think about this. You know, he didn't get to play in the first half, and so he's so excited to be back for the second half. Sometimes you just get a little over-aggressive.
John Breeze Dubar is in the backfield for Boise State. MADSEN looking, little flip, and it's Dubar out of the backfield to the 40, and Dubar has an 11-yard catch and run. DJ Harvey made the hit. Let's go back and look at the late hit. Oh yeah, that's
absolutely unnecessary.
That's not even against the ball carrier. It's right in front of the officials. And for Boise State,
he's just upset he hadn't been able to hit anybody all day.
From the 35. Dubar. Now Pollard last week, this is in the second half against Oregon State. Kind of there you go. There it is.
Well, just a little lead with the helmet, the launch.
And it was high. MADSEN, this time, escapes the rush. Out of the pocket, slides. It's where he starts the slide, which was around the 38.
I like what MADSEN is doing so far on this drive. He had the sack earlier, but he's not forcing anything, right? He's like, look, if it's not there, I'm gonna tuck this football, be smart, utilize my feet. and they're in a much better third down situation in this particular situation. I think San Jose State should bring some extra defenders and blitz, try to get them uncomfortable in the pocket.
Jeanty's back in. MADSEN's back. Fires over the middle. It's caught there. That is Chase Penry. His first catch of the night.
And I think the referees missed a holding call on Ashton JEANTY, holding in the backfield. Jordan, you see him coming on the blitz left side of your screen. They don't call it nonetheless. Nice precision that time by MADSEN, being able to stand there in the pocket, deliver an on-time target for a first down.
This would be quite an answer for Boise State. Opening drive, second half. Spartans scored on their first possession. MADSEN, little flip out in the flat, and it's caught there. That's Lauder, and he's in. Touchdown, Boise State. There's your answer. Lauder, and it might have been Pollard who missed the tackle, and the big tight end, 6'3", 240 out of San Diego, rambles in.
So they go play action, fake run. They got Lauder there coming across the middle, and just a missed tackle that time by Jordan Pollard, perhaps showing a little bit of the rust of not being able to play in the first half.
Extra point, up and good. What a start to this second half. 2 long touchdown drives. Matt Lauder in the end zone. Boise State back even. 21 apiece in San Jose.
Brent Stover in New York, developing story in Madison right now. Braden Locke for Will Pauling and a touchdown right before the half. Wisconsin leads #1 Oregon 10-6 at the break, guys.
Thank you, Brent. This game's been developing, it feels like, back and forth. A 14-0 start for San Jose State. Boise State comes back. San Jose State scores first possession, second half. Boise State answers. Longest active win streaks. You see Army at the top there. Boise State on that list as well. Of course, Army and the AAC still undefeated. Could they actually be rooting for a former Navy coach to win this game? And Ken Niumatalolo?
I think so.
It certainly would help their chances in college football playoff. CBS Sports recognizes Native American Heritage Month, a time to embrace tribal identity, celebrate the history, customs, and legacy of the nation's original citizens. Out on the field earlier today, San Jose State acknowledged campus and off-campus groups that are supporting the Native American and indigenous community in the area. If you're just joining us, you've missed a terrific game, but there's a lot left on the clock. 21 apiece. Number 13 Boise State and San Jose State. And bouncing and then being caught from behind. Jaden Virgin Morgan there to knock over Floyd Chalk, who was hurt and runs right off the field after that tackle.
Yeah, it looked like he may have hurt himself there when he lost his footing. He was trying to bounce it out to the outside, but a nice job by Virgin Morgan when the pursuit, being able to get him down for a loss.
Yeah, so Jabari Bates is in. Second down and 13. 98-yard touchdown drive, last possession for San Jose State. Blitz comes. Eget fires. Sideline. Back shoulder caught. That's Lockhart.
His pass is complete.
Wow.
Justin Lockhart.
I mean, you just have to credit Eget for his ability to be able to stand in the pocket, know he's going to get hit, and still be able to deliver the football back shoulder accurately.
Is that the closest they've come to getting to him? I mean, he was hit just as he delivered it.
In this third quarter, it's been a couple times Boise State has gotten close now.
They're coming again. Fire to the sideline. Caught. Lockhart again. Again, this offense is run and shoot with some RPO. Craig Stutzman said he even took some stuff from Art Briles, maybe a little air raid there. Art Briles took June Jones' run and shoot and tweaked it himself.
Art Briles, of course, Baylor, right?
Right, and then Chip Kelly as well.
We talked about a little NFL influence, Matt LaFleur as well in this offense.
Mix it all up, and that's what you have with this offense. Egan avoids the sack. Now scrambling, and he's going to throw it into the ground and take the incompletion, and we get down to Amanda Gare. Amanda?
Rich, you guys were talking about the offense that Craig Stutzman put together here, and he said he calls it the spread and shred. It was his wife that actually named it. When he was putting all those pieces together, she said, okay, well, what is this thing going to look like? And he said, we're going to try to spread it out and then shred the defense, and the name stuck. I think it works.
Yeah, I like it. You know, there's two offenses that are kind of an amalgam of a lot of different ones. UNLV's go-go offense that Brennan Marion has come up with has a lot of different components to it as well. Both in the Mountain West and both pretty successful. It's a third down carry. Jabari Bates, he's going to be shy, and it's decision time here. It's 4th down and about 2.
I do like the call, man coverage. Chalk that time, or excuse me, Jabari Bates that time, run into his own teammate. Couldn't find the crease, but I do like this call on 4th down to go for it in this situation.
Bates is much smaller than Chalk. Bates is in there right now. 4th down and 2. And Egan's looking for a hole. Oh, he bounces it outside. Oh, the ball's loose. Boise State has it. Virgin Morgan caught it in the air, and the Broncos have a huge turnover. Shea Oladipo, I believe, knocked it loose.
You know, it's interesting, Rich. I talked about San Jose State Egan needing to utilize his feet. But in that situation, you get the first down, get down. How about this Boise State defense? Another forced fumble and recovery. Jaden Virgin Morgan getting the ball back to Ashton Jeanty and this offense.
As you saw going to break, it was Ty Benefield that popped the ball loose. His second big play of the game. Remember, he had that pick that started a touchdown drive in the first half.
Boom, there's the hit. And we'd like to see Walker Egan just get down right there. You got the first down. Don't put yourself in harm's way. You like the toughness, you respect it. But just a bang play that time by Benefield, able to knock that football out, and Boise State back to work on offense.
MADSEN fires, sideline Caples up the sideline, and ooh, he is rudely greeted at the 43-yard line. Caples took a big hit. He was near the first down stick. In fact, he's literally on the first down stick right now. Here's a look.
Boom.
That's Isaiah Rivas.
Offensive player.
Do you see any sign of targeting there? It seemed like he turned.
Yeah, both players turned right there that time. I don't see targeting. Caples did look like he was a little bit out of bounds. Obviously, their helmets did collide, but I thought a clean hit by Isaiah Rivas.
We'll step aside. 21 apiece in San Jose.
College football on CBS Sports Network is sponsored by Stanley Steamer. It's not clean until it's Stanley Steamer clean. By Chase for Business. Make more of what's yours. And by Belfour Property Restoration, your trusted partner in recovery, resilience, and expert restoration solutions.
Saw that group of Boise State fans. They travel so well. All the sellouts up there. Just an incredible fan base.
He came up here to see you, Rich.
No. They are number 13 in the college football playoff rankings. They want to see their Broncos get into the college football playoff. They want to see Ashton Jeanty get into gear but it's been a slow night for him tonight. Jordan Pollard made the stop for San Jose State. JEANTY up a little slowly, 49-yard line.
JEANTY was tackled into his teammate that time. You always hate to see those, Rich.
That's Tyler Kyneth. And of course, we told you at the start of the season, two great offensive linemen, Mason Randolph, Roger Carrion out. They've had to mix and match.
Yeah, and Tyler Kyneth, you know, he's their starting right guard. And you mentioned Roger Carrion. He was the initial starting right guard. And so you already have Tyler Kyneth, you know, coming in as the backup there. Hope he's okay.
It's 21-21. Back and forth they've gone. San Jose State had a 14-0 lead.
You'll see Ashton JEANTY get tackled right into his teammate that time. And you hate to see those, man. And I tell you, as a running back, it sucks, man. We hate it when that happens, but it's almost unavoidable when guys are blocking in front of you and you get tackled.
We'll step aside and take a timeout. You can see Kyneth really struggling to get off the field and not put any weight on that right leg. And for Boise State, they'll have to mix and match some more on that offensive line. Broncos on the move, just shy of midfield. MADSEN loads up, fires, deep ball there. Bolt can't get it. He was the intended receiver. Had a couple of defenders down there that made the play.
This is really excellent coverage right here, Rich. Step for step, and then watch him get his head around, boom, and then get his hand right there. That's Austin Bolden on the coverage that time, number 25, Michael Dansby. Look how he turns at the last second, locates the football, gets that right hand to be able to break up that pass. Nice technique, good coverage.
Second down 10. JEANTY makes one man miss and then is pile drive right down at the 49-yard line. Tell you what, this defense, San Jose State has done a nice job against JEANTY. I know he's got 71 yards, but he's normally in a higher total at this point.
This is a big third down opportunity for San Jose State. As we look at the third down conversion, San Jose State 6 for 8 tonight. Boise State 6 for 8 tonight. San Jose State has to find an answer to get a stop here.
They bring a blitz. Maddox crossing pattern caught there. That's Camper, and he's short of the first down, but only by 3 yards. As he lands at the 44, the first down awaits at the 41, and I think the Broncos are going for it.
Yeah, I think you do go for it here in this situation.
They are one of the best in the country on fourth down. They're 11 of 13, and they've converted their last 11 fourth downs. So some confidence in Spencer Danielson in going for it on 4th and 3. MADSEN rolls, fires, Camper is there, has the catch, has the first down to the 36.
Oh man, really nice play design. My offensive coordinator, Dirk Cutter, is going to send Camper in motion, and San Jose State's in man coverage. And so, you know, as they snap the football, a guy in man coverage going in motion with Camper's got to run through a bunch of traffic. DJ Harvey, and just not able to get there in time. There's Dirk Cutter there, disguising all these plays for Boise State.
JEANTY has a seam, and JEANTY to the 20, JEANTY to the 10, JEANTY to the end zone. Touchdown, Boise State.
Well, we knew eventually Ashton JEANTY was going to find a way to break a big run at some point in this football game. and that Boise State wasn't going to veer away from who they were and what their game plan was as it pertained to get number 2 to football. The reason why you keep running that ball, because you have the opportunity to do that right there. Nice run by Ashton JEANTY.
Extra point up and good. Ashton JEANTY breaks loose. Spencer Danielson, the positivity. Remember his run to the locker room at the end of the first half. And the Broncos have grabbed the lead here in San Jose.
Just can't tackle him one-on-one.
No, he leads the free world in missed tackles forced.
It's amazing. There's a Heisman pose and the celebration with the teammates. He knows what's at stake. He wants to win it. We're all competitors.
And of course, this is the second time that a play by Ty Benefield has set in motion a touchdown drive for the Bronco offense. Benefield had the hit that popped the ball loose on the run by Eget, and he had that pick back in the first half that also started a drive. Terran Shive with the kick, and they'll bring it out. DJ Harvey, whoa! Harvey wrestled down. Well, there's the pose. There's the real pose. Heisman favorites. You got Cam Ward,
of course,
the Miami quarterback. Oh, this guy had a chance to see him play this year. He's something on both sides of the ball. Dylan Gabriel,
the lefty.
Ashton JEANTY.
There he is. Ashton JEANTY.
JEANTY now 107 yards on 22 carries.
San Jose State's been able to answer adversity all night long. See if they can do it again here.
Eget's throw. That's Kanan, the second tight end, who has a lot of catches. That's his 18th this year. There's your contenders, and there's what they've done today. 15 yards on that.
These are my top 4 guys this season.
Me. That's this season. My bad.
Cam Ward in the lead right now.
You get to the sideline. Banks arrived just as that ball went into the arms of Lockhart.
Nice start so far to the drive, and the important thing for San Jose State here is, look, you have to take care of the football against Boise. We've seen now, if you're going to turn the football over, they will take advantage. And we got a defender down on the field there.
Well, that was
Banks. On the field for injured defensive player.
He's holding his left leg. The crowd here is a bit skeptical as the Spartans were trying to turn tempo up. 2nd down and 1. San Jose State on the move. You know, talk about the turnovers. It's not been a strength of the Boise State defense. Yeah, they sack the quarterback better than just anybody in the country except one team. They had only forced 10 turnovers coming into tonight.
Yeah, in comparison to 22 by San Jose State.
Let's check in with Amanda.
Hey there, Rich. A couple injury updates for you on the Boise State side. Okay, so offensive lineman Tyler, he went back to the locker room. He came out of the tent with his right leg and shoe off. Also, Latrell Caples, they were doing some testing with him on the sideline, kept him out of the rest of that offensive series, but it looks like he's good to go back in.
All right, thank you, Amanda. That's Bates. Max Steech made the stop. Remember, Floyd Chalk went off as well at the running back spot on that last drive for San Jose State. And it's been Jabari Bates, and Chalk just came back on the field for the first time. There he is.
Nice to see that.
Just like we drew it up. Final seconds melting away in the 3rd quarter. The Broncos have the lead, 28-21. San Jose State on the move. Lots of emotions in San Jose tonight. Big night in the Mountain West. Boise State, number 13 in the country, with a win here and some help from San Diego State, if they can knock off UNLV, that's our second game coming up. They could clinch a spot in the championship game. Let's check in with Amanda.
Coach, you just brought your entire team around you here and told them to finish. How do you finish us off here in the fourth?
Yeah, we got to make our plays. We got to make our plays, and they're a talented team. They're going to make theirs. We just got to consistently make our plays. But even without saying that, I got to thank Jesus just for the opportunity to coach this game and be around these great group of guys, man. And we got to find a way to finish this game, and that's making our plays.
Coach, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Amanda. Spencer Danielson. And Boise State trailed most of the way, but they have the lead now, 28-21. Walker Egan, though, has been really good for the Spartans. 23 of 33, almost 300 yards. On the ground, Shea Oladipo makes the stop. Let's head to New York. Brent Stover and this update.
Rich, 7th-ranked Tennessee and number 12 Georgia Dylan Sampson on a 27-yard touchdown run, 17-14 Vols. Then Georgia got a field goal, so it's 17 all at the half, guys.
All right, Brent, thank you. Fourth quarter here has just started. San Jose State on the move, 2nd down and 8 at their own 44. Egets, surveys, oh, a dart over the middle, caught there. It's Lockhart who's having a huge night tonight. And Egan waited until he cleared and then hit him.
Egan, one of the things that offensive coordinator Craig Stutzman talked about him working on was his patience in the pocket. Well, he displayed it right there because he waited patiently, was started to the left, then to the right, found his target across the middle for a first down.
Into the Bronco territory at the 42. Play action, Egan again. Sideline again. Ah, boy, he's been on target. Nash with the good hands, escapes out of bounds. This offense has really been impressive tonight. Lockhart has caught 9 balls for 137 yards. Nash has numbers similar to that.
Look at the last 3 games. They've both got 116.7 yards, receiving yards per game, and they both have 123 tonight. They're twinning. They're twinning the last 4 games, Rich.
They have 2 number 1 receivers, right? With Nash and Lockhart. Egan on play action, firing sideline there, and it's broken up and almost intercepted.
Ball just a little underthrown that time. Walker Egan has, he's been accurate all night long. He's had a couple overthrows, but Marion McCoy on the coverage that time. Turns around, locates the football, able to get his hands on it for the knockdown, but.
Well, they took a shot on 2nd and 2, so now it's 3rd and 2, but 4 down territory, you would expect. Egan, oh no, a flip back and it's loose and Boise State may have it. Disaster for San Jose State. Broncos have it. Ahmed Hassanin.
Just unnecessary.
Oh my goodness, remember a trick play cost them at the goal line in the first half, and another trick play here blows up, and Boise State forces another turnover, and the Broncos have the football and the lead. It was Nash, and then Egan, and it was gone, and it's Hassanin with the recovery. You're watching college football on CBS Sports Network, presented by Geico. 2 crucial calls. This was 4th and goal from the 3 in the first half, and a throw to an offensive lineman blew up. This is 3rd down and 2 on this drive. Nash, the former quarterback, Egan coming in motion, and both of those plays, one was stopped, and the other stops what looked like a really promising drive. And here is number 13, Boise State, seemingly making the momentum plays in this ball game. JEANTY over the left side, and the pile pushes him out to the 47-yard line. JEANTY's starting to find it, and sometimes it's just a matter of wearing people down.
You know, when I played in Seattle, our run game coordinator was Coach Cable. And he used to always say, listen, it's not going to be easy in the first half. You got a great back. We have Marshawn Lynch. You're going to get those 1, 2s, and 3s. You just got to take those. But eventually, in the second half, if you just stay with it, you'll start to break those big runs. And there's Coach Dirk Cutter, you know, following a very similar path there with Ashton JEANTY. And that's why he's one of the best in the country.
I think he's the perfect offensive coordinator for this personnel group. The offense for Boise State. That's a nice throw by MADSEN on the move, and a catch by Prince Strawn, who is inside the 30, down to the 27. What did Dirk Cutter tell us? Don't freak out about Maddox after last week. He'll be just fine. And he has been tonight. That's 24 more yards. That's a tight window, too, because you could see Rahimi coming over the top.
Prince Strawn, one of these emerging players on this offense as well.
Player down will step aside. Broncos with the lead on the move in San Jose. That is called a beaver moon, not for Oregon State because it's somewhat orange, but because apparently at this time of year, beavers are particularly active. This is the injury. And you could see peeling away there.
DJ Harvey, both two guys.
Yeah, there were two Spartans that went down.
Yeah, Jordan Pollard and DJ Harvey there. DJ Harvey, the player, obviously on the ground, but was able to walk off on his own power.
Could not be a beaver moon for Oregon State because they were drilled by Air Force. JEANTY. And JEANTY is inside the 20, and he's still going. And he's not down. His balance at the point of contact, a lot of people have remarked about it. Nick Saban, one of those. It's elite.
Difficult to bring down. He's one of those guys, you get 2, 3 defenders on him, and if you go high on him, he's just going to keep his feet moving and still be able to move the pile. And that time is an example of it for a first down.
Yeah, fourth quarter is his quarter, and it's especially in those last few games where his carry totals were over 30. JEANTY's got it here, and he's corralled and dropped on 1st and 10. Noah Funga made the stop.
That time trying to get JEANTY out on the edge, and good penetration pursuit by the San Jose State defense. But make no mistake, Boise State's in complete control right now. This is the style of offense that they want to play. They have the lead. They can sort of control the scenario here for how they dictate what they want to do offensively.
MADSEN loads up, fires, overthrows. It's incomplete. Henry was the intended receiver.
That one just came out a little hot.
A lot hot. It's 3rd down now at about 13.
He knows it too. You saw him right after the play just sort of clap his hands like, my bad. Saw him jump up in the air like, yeah, he's clapping his hands like, that's me. Usually very accurate. Here's a big 3rd down.
Let's see what Dirk Cutter dials up here.
We've seen Caples get into the action on 3rd down. Camper, both of these guys.
MADSEN, corner shot, and it's over the head of Camper. Good coverage there by San Jose State. And we'll see Jonah Dalmas come out and attempt a field goal.
That time, MADSEN was looking for Camper, the corner of the end zone. And just good coverage by San Jose State that time. Not allowing Camper to get free.
Dalmas, remember, was part of a fake field goal that went awry, and did he get it in? No, he missed it. It was starting to come back. Ken Niumatalolo with his fists up in the air. That's a rare miss. Dalmas was 10 of 11 before that kick.
Yeah.
Now 10 of 12.
And he was 5 for 5 inside the 30.
And San Jose State with a spark here.
And they didn't rush anybody. That's just a missed kick. You never see that from Dalmas. Rare special teams mishaps here, and an opportunity for San Jose State to drive down the field and try to tie this game up.
At the 20, chalk in the backfield. This is a sellout, just over 20,000 in this reconfigured old football stadium here in San Jose. And that's in and out of the hands of Nick Nash. That doesn't happen often. Oladipo in coverage. 2nd and 10.
Walker Egan just got that football out because he was just about to take a huge hit in the backfield for a sack. Nick Nash unable to haul it in that time.
Nash has got 9 catches for 126 yards. Justin Lockhart, 9 catches, 137 yards. 3 turnovers. Sideline, Lockhart up to get it. My goodness, flags down as well. Into Bronco territory.
Unbelievable catch.
Pass interference, number 20 defense. That penalty is declined. Result of play is first down.
35 yards. They pick up the flag. Wonderful catch.
You know, we talked to Coach Ken Niumatalolo about Justin Lockhart. He was a transfer from Nevada in 2022. He missed last season with an injury and talked about his trust issues. Another new team, and he's really bought into this program, and it's worked out for him a lot.
Just outside the 45-yard line. Egan's numbers continue to grow as well. Has time in the pocket, steps up, gonna scramble, and doesn't slide. It almost looks like he doesn't know how to slide. Remember, in a play like that, he had the ball knocked from him for a turnover. And that time he kind of came to a skidding stop on his knee.
Yeah, they kind of run a quarterback draw. This time he sort of scrambles, and you know, Rich, there is something to that. Not all quarterbacks know how to slide. It's actually technique. It's actually something that they have to learn sometimes over the course of their career.
Well, the baseball field's not far from here, Robert. So
not everybody played shortstop.
I think that's a good place to start if you're Egan. That is a BB, and it's broken up. Boy, terrific coverage. Lockhart, the intended receiver. Zion Washington and Marco Notriani.
Washington there breaking up that pass. Nice job defensively, and then Notriani almost able to get that interception off of it.
Great timing by Washington, who got there just at the right moment. 3rd down. My guess is it won't be a trick play. Boise shows blitz.
Well, they're going to bring blitz. Oh, they drop out.
They bring 4. Little screen pass. That's chalk, and he's going nowhere. And the Broncos defense stops him.
So Eric Shenander, defensive coordinator for Boise State, shows blitz. How do you answer the blitz, Rich? Well, a lot of times you do it with the draw play. Most times you do it with the screen pass. San Jose State calls a screen pass to try to combat the blitz. And just some trickery there because they drop out in coverage and there's nowhere to go on the play.
First punt. Besla-Jack gets it up in the air. Fair catch called for and made by Cooper Jones. 28-21, number 13, Boise State in the 4th in San Jose.
College football on CBS Sports Network is sponsored by Reese's Peanut Butter Cups and by Geico. Whatever you need, get more with Geico.
Even Buster's busting out a Heisman pose. Number 13, Boise State. 4th quarter lead over a really good San Jose State team. Spencer Danielson, a lot of emotion to keep his team rolling in the first half. It's paid off. They've taken the lead, and they'll have the football backed up in their own territory.
I'll tell you what, Boise State, they live for these moments right here. Opportunity to close the game. They got the ball, a little over 8 minutes left to go. This is when they're at their best.
And this feels like JEANTY time. Nope, it's MADSEN time. To JEANTY. And JEANTY out to the 16-yard line. Taniela Latu with a stop.
They fake it to JEANTY, and they want to take a shot down the field, but MADSEN again just with a good decision, checking it down to Ashton JEANTY. Able to get some positive yards. Took a big hit that time by Jordan Pollard. But stays in the game in typical Ashton JEANTY ways.
JEANTY right side, slides through and has the first down. Across the 25, out to the 27. Isaiah Rivas with the stop. Clock rolls, 7:45 left.
Ashton JEANTY starting on the outside. An outside zone play is meant to cut downhill, and not a lot of running backs do it better than Ashton JEANTY. And, you know, I'll tell you what, this is the moments that, you know, I talked about Boise State living for these moments here to be able to close the game, but you also live for this moment as a running back. I mean, as a running back in your offensive line, this is your favorite part of the game. You got the lead. You know you're going to run the football to kill clock.
And you have a defense that's starting to tire out a little bit, though they make a nice stop there. Jordan Pollard made the stop. Of course, Boise State has lost another offensive lineman tonight. Tyler Kyneth was out. We told you that Mason Randolph, Roger Carrion, two outstanding offensive linemen, have been out all season.
Boise State, extremely deep team. They've been able to rotate guys in. Alex Tudor on the defensive side has been out of the game, and guys have stepped up and make plays in his absence.
JEANTY attacks the hole. And over that right side.
But just going back to that point about being able to close games, you know, as a running back, it's just that opportunity, man, to really impose your will. It's like, you know we're going to run the ball and you still can't stop me. There's just something that inside that just feels good about that, being in that position. Well, they've got Ashton JEANTY on the sideline here for this third down play.
Tyler Crow in the backfield.
Mattis is going to either utilize his feet here or a quick throw.
Now they're going to give it to Crow. Left side, he's got the first down. He is all everything. Whatever you want, whatever you need, Tyler Crow will do it. Special teams, check. Get 3 yards on a key third down. Give it to me, I'll do it.
And he is fired up after being able to convert this third down. Nobody expecting him to get the ball.
He's, he embodies what Boise State football is about. He's a walk-on guy. He's a local kid. He's done everything they've asked of him, does the dirty work, and a big moment comes up with a nice carry.
Yeah, true blue-collar player.
Blitz comes. MADSEN with time, and a man wide open. That's Camper up the sideline. Big play for Boise State into San Jose State territory and very close to Dalmas's field goal range.
You know, San Jose State brings this blitz, but it's almost like they weren't blitzing the quarterback, particularly Jordan Pollard on that play. Blitz is on the outside and doesn't even make an attempt to attack the quarterback in that spot. A little bit confusing there. Nonetheless, Boise State marching down the field like they've done all second half.
San Jose State had an opportunity. They had the missed field goal, a rare one from Dalmas. JEANTY, a burst inside the 25. 12 more yards. 1:30 Eastern tomorrow. Boise State and Clemson. That's a great basketball matchup. Leon Rice's club, Brad Brownell and Clemson after an Elite Eight finish last year on CBS Sports Network. Boise State picked as a preseason favorite to win the Mountain West. Mountain West sent 6 teams to the NCAA tournament last year. It's tomorrow. Extra Mile Arena will be bouncing. JEANTY over the left side to the 21. Pollard made the stop. Okay, remember that this was in doubt midway through that second quarter. Accomplishments in every game. 28 points, check. 350 total yards, check. Touchdown in every half, check.
Getting it done and being as consistent as can be, really the staple and the motto of this Boise State program over several years now.
Remember, this is a San Jose State team that went up to Corvallis and beat Oregon State last week. Movement on second down. And this is going to be
Short, number 65 offense. 5-yard penalty.
Paul
Second down.
Schmidt, the right tackle.
There's Hall Schmidt there. And yep. A little early that time.
Jake Steele has been in that right guard spot. MADSEN open, strong to the 15. And the march continues, well within field goal range now, but the Broncos are thinking touchdown.
Yeah, they're thinking touchdown to really put a stamp on this game and make it a lot tougher for San Jose State to do anything to get back into it, try to tie it up. What San Jose State has to do here, man, they got to attack the football. I mean, they're going to run the ball with Ashton JEANTY here, I believe, on this third down, and got to start punching that football out.
Third down and a yard. MADSEN will throw it, fires it, caught, crossing pattern there, and a first down. Matt Wagner, who's starting to emerge as a nice target, a backup tight end, and a big first down for the Broncos. The drive continues.
Yeah, they try to catch San Jose State off guard here. Everybody assuming JEANTY, including myself, was going to get the football there in that third down. They just elect to fake it to him and able to convert on the pass for the first down.
And a timeout here with 2.5 minutes left. 28-21. This is why, to me, Dirk Cutter is the perfect offensive coordinator for this team.
Yeah, he is.
They don't have a home run hitter wide receiver, but he's an NFL head coach, NFL OC. He knows what to do with a great running back, and he schemes it up really, really well. Keys to the game brought to you by Stanley Steamer.
Yeah, let's take a look at it. Well, all aboard the sack train. Haven't been able to get pressure on the quarterback, but they've been impactful enough, staying on schedule. They've been good on third down. Obviously, 28 points in every game this season for San Jose State. Create extra possessions. They got a takeaway, but they've got 3 giveaways on the other side, all right? So they're losing the turnover margin. And then, look, complete 4 throws of 20 yards. They've got 2 completions of 5 attempts so far in this game. They've been explosive. They haven't executed on a consistent basis like we normally see.
JEANTY in the backfield. He's got it. He's caught, dropped. And San Jose State calls another timeout. Remember, they got the 2-minute timeout to help them out, but really they're in a tough spot here. Even a field goal, it makes it a 2-score game. Kenya Matalolo and the officials right now. He's pretty intense, but not as intense as last week, right? Coming up next, San Diego State and UNLV. Carter Blackburn, Randy Cross, Kiana Martin standing by. And obviously, UNLV would like another shot at Boise State in the Mountain West Championship game. They need Colorado State to get a loss. And right now, Jay Norvell's team is 5-0. They have a road test at Fresno State next week. This was last week after the game, and this is after a win at Oregon State.
You know, I saw this clip last week and I was trying to figure out what he was saying. Nonetheless, you can see him right here, unhappy with the referees and what's going on in the game so far.
2nd and goal. Spartans have 1 timeout. The clock is not their friend. Neither is JEANTY, and he's in. Touchdown, Boise State. And the Broncos stretch the lead with only 2:23 left in the ball game.
Just so difficult to stop over and over again. And when you put yourself in a position where you're beating yourself the way that San Jose State has done, and you're playing against a championship caliber team, this is the result that happens. And eventually Boise State will wear you down and beat you up, and that's what's happened so far in this 4th quarter.
JEANTY 159 yards, 32 carries, 3 touchdowns. You're watching college football on CBS Sports Network, presented by Geico. Boy, Ashton JEANTY, 35-21 is the score. JEANTY has been hit a lot tonight for sure. For San Jose State, they need somewhat of a miracle here. Down 2 touchdowns. Bates with a fair catch on to New York and Brent Stover. Brent?
Hey, Rich, Robert there knows a thing or two about the counter OH. #1 Oregon runs it right here. Jordan James on the touchdown. Tied at 13 with Wisconsin in the 4th, guys.
Ooh. Now, if you're a Boise State fan, Brent, you're pulling hard for the Ducks in that one. You want Oregon to stay #1, so that one loss in a game in which they should have won. They gave up a touchdown on a punt return and a kickoff return.
Absolutely.
And they lost on a field goal on the last play of the game. They want that loss to be a great one. And if Oregon can stay #1, win the Big Ten, that will help them. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Nash trying to go up. They do limit his exposure to contact during practices during the week. They do as much as they can to keep him healthy with all the hits that he's taken, all the tackles that he's broken.
All the carries that he's been getting, particularly in the last 4 games. You see the stat there, almost at 160 yards tonight. San Jose State needs a quick strike here.
Lockhart can't hold it. Let's check in with Amanda. Amanda?
Hey guys, yeah, keeping an eye on Ashton JEANTY. If he is feeling any sort of injury, you're not going to see it at all. You absolutely love, with as banged up as this offensive line has been, he went over to the O-line where they were sitting. He shook every one of their hands and said, "Thanks, O-line, for what you did tonight. You helped us get us the win."
All right, thanks, Amanda. Rushing touchdowns in Boise State history. Again, we love those names, right? Ian Johnson, Brock Forsey, Ajayi, and a timeout by Boise State.
Couldn't quite get lined up there.
There's a great legacy at running back for this school, right? George Halani, Avery Williams, Alexander Madison. I'll drop in a Jeremy McNichols. Maybe a Doug Martin back in the day. Coach Cutter would like that. Here's a switch to easy mode, the Geico play of the game.
This is the play Ashton JEANTY found some room on the edge and hit the defender with a couple moves that time and just said, I'll just break the tackle instead.
All those great running backs and that legacy at Boise State. Single season yardage. He's now on top.
It's an incredible career, man. It's been exceptional to watch.
And obviously an incredible season, too. And it's not done yet. You and I have the game next week at Wyoming. And then they've got Oregon State at home to finish off the regular season. And And with a win here, they could get help tonight that would put them in to the championship game. If San Diego State were to upset UNLV, that's a tall order. UNLV's really good. Eget hasn't been sacked. Fires over the middle. It's caught there. That's Hurry. And the clock stops. Ball's at the 49-yard line of Boise State. They need a score. They need an onside kick. And the 2-minute timeout hits. 1 timeout left for San Jose State. They're down 14. Number 13, Boise State on top. Caught! Touchdown! Caught! Touchdown! It's intercepted! Boise State with a football. Big night in the Mountain West. Terrific game here in San Jose. And number 13, Boise State, is in control with 2 minutes left. Chasing Barry Sanders. Now, look, Barry Sanders did it in 11 games. He had a bowl game, but they didn't count it back then. But JEANTY still at Wyoming versus Oregon State, the Mountain West Championship game, and then the game after that, whether it's a college football playoff game or a bowl game. So he still has a lot of running to do. Eget firing to the sidelines, and Hurry didn't get out of bounds. No, he did get out of bounds.
San Jose State's got to move here now.
Now, it's a first down. I'm not sure if he did get out or they're going to run the clock once they spot the ball. No, he got out.
And you want to get a touchdown quick here, and then you're going to have to recover the onside kick.
Eget has thrown for 377 yards in this game. That is picked, intercepted. Banks, 40, Banks, 20, Banks, touchdown. 68 yards.
And you want to talk about closing the door on a football team? Well, that's one way to do it. Devon Banks has been close on that stop route to intercepting that football on a couple different occasions. And they're going to get flagged for celebrating too much.
So what? Right?
Well, yeah, Danielson's going to have something to say about that because he wants to be able to keep the integrity and the discipline of his football team.
Jelton plays a touchdown. After the score, unsportsmanlike conduct, number 20, the offense, at 15 yards will be assessed on the kickoff. That's number 20's first unsportsmanlike conduct of the game.
So Devon Banks has been close a couple times, Rich, getting that football on those stop routes, and finally able to get that one.
San Jose State is one of the best in the country at turning you over, right? 16 picks coming in, but it's Boise State tonight who has forced 4 turnovers, 2 fumbles, 2 picks.
And Boise State is great at taking what you do well and turning it into something that they do well coming into the game.
Ball start, number 68 offense, 5 yards, retry.
What a big night for Boise State. Down 14-0 and seemingly stuck in the mud. San Jose State could have taken a field goal. They had 4th and goal from the 3. They could have taken the 3 points, kicked off. Instead, they called timeouts, changed their mind, took the field goal unit off the field, brought the offense back, ran a trick play that didn't work.
No.
And from that point on, Boise State was rolling.
We'll take another look at this pick 6 by Devon Banks.
He took it away from a really good receiver, too.
And he took that, he says, I'm going back to the house.
That looked like the old NFL films of Willie Brown running down the sideline. Old man Willie. That was Banks.
His game's really improved, man. You know, we talked to Coach Eric Shenander about him. He's really good in man-to-man coverage, and he was in man-to-man that time against one of the better receivers in the conference.
If you're going to give up 393 yards through the air, you better make a couple plays, and they did. Benefield, remember the big pick?
Yep.
And that one as well. So the kickoff is going to be at the 20-yard line. And that's going to be a little chip shot. Fair catch called for, made. But this one feels like it is over. And Boise State, an 8-1. Their only loss, of course, we talked about it, the Oregon loss. Oregon in a tight one with Wisconsin. If you're Boise State, you'd love to see Oregon win that game. You want to see them keep winning. You want Oregon to be #1 for the rest of the year.
Absolutely.
On into the college football playoff.
101 East Alma Avenue, just 1 block away from ZQ Stadium.
San Jose State had their chances in this game, Rich.
Little short route there on a crossing pattern. Macaluso with the catch in the first down. Look, it's going to be a tough night of sleep, I think, for San Jose State. When you think about those 2 trick plays, the one that didn't work at the goal line, and then one here in the second half that on a 3rd down and 2 in Boise State territory turned into a turnover. That's Coleman with the catch. Turned into a turnover, and Boise State turned into points. And you get those 2 plays back, and it feels like it would have been a different ballgame. But give Boise State credit; they sniffed those plays out, both of them.
Oh yeah.
The one was just a flat-out fumble, but the play at the goal line, I believe it was Oladipo made the play on that.
Yep. And keep in mind, Oladipo is the player that subbed in for Tudor today as the starter, and has made many significant plays in tonight's ball game.
That's Stewart with the catch. It's another first down. So they're inside the 20 at the 17-yard line. Still, like 8 things have to happen for San Jose State to have a shot at the end for this. Down 3 scores. Despite the picks, pretty impressed what we saw from Walker Eget tonight.
I really was. He was on time with his throws, accurate for the most part, made good decisions. Obviously, had the couple interceptions. The first one was really a bad decision. The only bad choice in the game, really. Didn't take his eyes off his wide receiver there.
All right, our crack staff of researchers has put pen to paper. And the question is, can Boise State get a first-round bye in the college football playoff? And here's what has to happen. In the ACC, somebody's got to lose a couple games and then win the championship game. Same in the Big 12. And then Boise State has to run the table, win the championship in the Mountain West, and then end up with a higher college football playoff ranking than a champion out of those 2 leagues. And if that's the case, they would get the 4 seed, and that team that, say, has 2 or 3 losses would end up playing in the first round. That's possible, but they're going to need help. And as Spencer Danielson said, look, man, we can only worry about what we can worry about. And he had, you know, you find out, and sometimes you think it's bluster, but in this case, in talking to the Boise State coordinators and head coach, they talked about San Jose State as a team. They watched the Washington State tape. They lost in double overtime at Washington State. They're a top 20 team in Washington State.
Absolutely.
They knew how good San Jose State would be tonight, and they showed it.
Well, Coach Danielson, you know, talks about, listen, being where your feet are, and, you know, he talks highly of Ashton Jeanty, calls him a warrior, and these are the guys he's going after right now.
Anytime we can get Ed Marinero on the show and not have a Hill Street Blues reference. Most rushing yards per game.
LT?
Yes, he's in there too. 2nd down 5. Final minute of this ball game. Boise State has cracked it open. little bit of a stunt. Eget is hit, and his throw is high and incomplete, and a flag is down. And it looks like interference or holding in the end zone. Eget's been hit, but I don't think he's been sacked tonight.
No sacks tonight for Boise State. They've been disruptive, but haven't been able to get home.
Pass interference on the defense. That's as much as I can do of a referee impression. So ball's at the 2, 51 seconds left. If the Spartans do stick it in here, obviously it's onside kick time. Chalk's in the backfield.
They got an extra offensive lineman in there, right tackle.
That's it. Chalk. I'm not sure he got in. And the clock's going to continue to run, and they can't stop it. They got to get up on the line and stick it in the end zone, or at least try to. They can't wander around. You can see the clock melting. It's going to end up below 30 seconds on the snap here. Little throw on a crossing pattern, and he's not going to get in. That's Kanan, the tight end, and that might do it. It's 3rd and goal now. And I don't know that they're going to get another playoff because they substituted. That means Boise State can take their time substituting. And with 3 seconds left on 3rd and goal, Eget is sacked, and Boise State comes from behind, down 14. Ashton JEANTY and the Broncos. A great second quarter, a terrific second half. All that emotion that Spencer Danielson had, all that fire at the end of the first half, headed into halftime. He greeted his team, and it just felt like he brought all the emotion and the momentum with him in at halftime. And the Broncos with their defense, some big plays, and a 42-21 win over San Jose State. 6-0 now is Boise State. A tough road win here. They go to 9-1 overall. San Jose State gets UNLV on this field next week. That will be an interesting game.
It will be, because you know San Jose State is going to bounce back and try to get a win against UNLV. They'll respond the right way, but credit Coach Danielson, this Boise State football team, doing what they've done tonight.
All right, Amanda Guerra is down below with Ashton JEANTY.
Yeah, we are here with Ashton JEANTY. Ashton, I got to ask you, I mean, these teams load up the box against you. They're coming after you the entire game. You have no quit. What's going through your head as these games unfold?
Yeah, first of all, I just got to thank God, for the victory, for us to be able to finish this game. But, no matter what it is, no matter, what the defense does, I'm going to do what I do, work hard, earn every single yard that I can.
I got to ask you about your elbow a little bit. It looked like you were favoring it. Everything feel okay there?
Yeah, it's all good.
During the game, you went up to the offensive line and you thanked every single one of them. This team feels like it has no quit. Why are you guys so relentless in this season?
The love and connection we have, it's all about the connection. Each and every single one of us, we love each other. We're willing to do anything for this team, and that will take us further than anything else.
As we go through the rest of November, your coach says November is compete month. What do you want the country to know as we finish out this season?
Yeah, that we're one of the best teams in the nation, and we're going to continue to prove that week after week.
Let me see. I think we got your coach here. We got Coach.
Talk to these guys.
I know. We're going to talk to these guys. We're going to bring everyone. I'm going to keep Ashton here with your coach. We got a lot of love here. There's a lot of talk about accolades right now. One in particular, everybody knows what that is. Tell us about this young man and why he deserves all of the accolades, in your opinion.
Yeah, well, first off, man, I got to thank you, Jesus. I mean, we serve a champion. It wasn't pretty, but you stay in it. Man, thank you, Jesus, for the win. And guys like Ashton on our team, they're built for this. I mean, that's what they train for. This is who they are. And I tell people when they ask me, just watch the tape, watch the film. Watch the film, let that decide, because who he is on the field, he's even a better person off the field, and that's what nobody sees. That's a story that I want to make sure everybody knows.
You guys have had an incredible season so far. You're marching toward that title game here in the Mountain West. What do you want to see from your team? You call it November is compete month. I asked Ashton the same thing. How do you guys compete the rest of the month?
Well, it starts in practice. It starts in how we prep, because This is payday. You know, when game day happens, this is when you go have fun. So we got to go earn the right to play our best during the week, and our guys have done that.
Any final word you want people to know about this young man right here?
Watch him. Regardless what the time is, come watch Boise State football. And we want to do things different. We're built different, and led by number 2. Not only is the best football player in the country, he's an elite human being.
Coach, thank you. Ashton, thank you so much. Congratulations on the win, guys.
Love you.
We get to watch him next week at Wyoming on a chilly night, I would expect, in Laramie. Maddox Madsen in that shot, too. You just saw him headed over to the sideline. I think he redeemed himself. A lot of people said, well, what's wrong with him? Dirk Cutter said, don't freak out on Madsen because he's okay. 22 of 30, 286.
Yeah.
He's more than okay.
Well, he's got the mental fortitude to be able to play this position, and that's why he's been the starter, you know, for Boise State. That's why he's been entrusted. You know, remember, him starting was against the 8 ball.
Yeah.
Heading into the season. He wasn't going to be the guy. He wouldn't have training camp. He earned it, and it's paying big dividends for this Boise State football team.
San Jose State, Boise State. We knew it would be tight. We knew it would be entertaining. It was both of those things. But the Broncos, with some big defensive plays, 4 turnovers, crack it open in the end and win it going away. For Robert Turbin, Amanda Gare, our entire crew, I'm Rich Waltz. This is a presentation, CBS Sports Network, 24-hour home of CBS Sports. After the break, another Mountain West matchup, San Diego State and UNLV. So long from San Jose.